Sagittarians, welcome into your monthly reading, and this is for February. And remember that, even though if I can talk, this reading is for February. Whenever you come across a reading, really these readings transcend time and space, so they can apply whenever, depending on when you need to hear this. So if you come across this at a different time, there was a reason for it, and definitely you can still watch it because there is something in this message that applies to you in this now moment. So same thing if you're drawn to another reading, even though it's not the right time frame. Ooh, definitely take a look. So how are you all doing? I hope you're well. I hope you're navigating these times very consciously and aware, and realizing that the external world is what we make of it. It is the matrix trying to pull us in. So this is the very imperative time where we need to really be seen through the delusion, through the lies of the external reality, and realizing that we energetically are going to create the next now moment. So every now moment is literally an opportunity. And I know we've all heard this, especially if you're watching this, but it is very true. And even me, even though I knew that and obviously heard it everywhere for a long time, it's finally started to really ring true to me that, oh my God, like literally the past is a dream. Like it doesn't exist anymore. And you can say, well, it definitely was real because I experienced it and is carrying a lot of trauma around it or whatever. Or, hey, when, that relationship, that person cheated on me or left me for someone else, like it definitely was very real. And maybe it was at that time, but it doesn't exist anymore. It's like a dream you have that you woke up from. And if we can see life like that, it's really going to change our reality. And the same thing for the future. It does not exist. And the only way, the most control we have is really utilizing this now moment. It's not about control. It's not about expectations or focusing too much on results that haven't happened yet. This now moment, the best way we can utilize it, and I've been saying this more and more now in 2026, is using every moment to follow our highest excitement, our passion, our joy, whatever's really pulling our soul is calling us to do. And some of you, we're even really radically shifting out of these old belief systems that, oh, well, I can't just do whatever I want. Like, I got to take care of the kids, and I got to clean the house, and I got to make dinner, and I got to go to work. And we need to start getting out of that, like that being our focus, because that's actually what's been holding us back. Because reality has really lied to us. And yes, we have to, we have to like not let our house, become a hoarder's show, or yeah, we need to feed the kids and take care of them. But together, let's collaborate and ask ourselves, what's the highest joy in this moment? And when you're following your joy in every moment and following your excitement, all of a sudden, all those other things are going to actually be taken care of in a much easier way. And maybe more often, you're going to be excited to clean and feel like, oh, I really feel like cleaning right now. And it's not like, oh, I got to clean, So just wanted to call that out. But let's dive in, Sagittarians. I am going to pull first an Animal Allies Birds Oracle card. So this is your bird for the month of February. And you have the rooster. Crazy. I think there's only like 4 signs that, like 2 signs got the same bird and then 2 other signs got the same bird. But other than that, everyone else has gotten like different birds this month, and no one else has gotten the rooster, so you are special. So let's read what the rooster has to offer for some guidance. So the rooster's wisdom: protection doesn't have to be in response to danger. It can simply mean making sure all that is yours is in good working order. When the rooster appears, don't ignore signs and tells, but act swiftly when it comes to setting things straight. Go forth confidently and trust your instincts to guide you. You've worked hard to build what you have, and you are capable of protecting it. A message you've been waiting for is about to come through, loud and clear. Okay. The rooster. And kind of on a little like side note, I'm getting like the rooster can be cocky, right? Like kind of symbolizes like can be a bit too cocky. So there's that side like little caveat of like maybe you've put in a lot of work and effort, and there's something that you've really, achieved this month, or there's something, or just recently, but don't be too cocky about it. I'm just going back because I feel, it says you worked hard to build what you have, and you can protect it, but there may be a little bit too much ego coming in. So just kind of be wary of that. All right. Oh, yeah, blossoming abundance. So something could definitely be going your way, and there's something about being understanding, like savoring in what's happening and being grateful for one, and understanding like, just being aware of the room is kind of what I'm feeling, because I feel like some good things are coming for you. Caring connections and hostilities. Okay, so there could be a little bit of envy or jealousy coming through here. I feel more, because blossoming abundance, like good things coming. There's things just like really blossoming for you in your life. It could be also around connections here. So there could be some great opportunities for blossoming current relationships or a new relationship coming in. You could be really going to a new level, like with a commitment, but also for some of you, the hostilities could come from people close to you. There could be some sort of conflict. And it's like, again, the rooster says like, be a little careful of like the ego coming out, or feeling like you have to fight, or, assert yourself too much in the face of this or somebody here. Like, I think the best thing you can do is just have some perspective of understanding of where this person's coming from and why they would be hostile or jealous or envious. And it's almost like don't let it, just kind of let it, roll off your back here. All right, let's move to the tarot. Interesting. This seems to be kind of two specific potential stories here for February. Okay, so you got the Eight of Wands, Four of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. So there is some divine shift happening in February. Something's faded, or something's like divine. It's finally like divine timing that this is happening. There could be some sort of move here. There is movement. Maybe there's a trip that opens up. You're going somewhere. This could be also Cupid's arrows. Something definitely is coming in for you, and it's happening fast. But this Four of Cups, there's something about not seeing it for what it is here. Because the Four of Cups can be like disappointment, or, this can be a little bit like something comes in and it's not good enough. So maybe that's someone you're dealing with, but it's kind of an interesting mix here. So let's keep going and see. So you got the Hermit, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, there's definitely two people here. So this could, one of these could be you and the other is someone else. So this could be a friend, a family member, that there is a little bit of like isolation here, or someone has kind of been like MIA lately, or maybe you've kind of taken yourself out of this connection because of the energy hasn't been great, and you're like, you know, I need to focus on me. And I definitely feel like you're making moves here. So someone maybe you're connected to could have a lot of feelings about your connection or what's happening for you. Feeling some disappointment or something like that here. Page of Cups. There is a message here though. Knight of Cups. Okay, now we have the romantic knight, so that's interesting, and the High Priestess. So this could also be like some sort of envy or feelings about that you or this. So you could switch the narrative here, but someone is like moving forward, found some relationship. There is something about love coming in. There could be some envy here, or just feeling like, oh, poor me, like, you know, seeing everything that's happening for you, and like someone else is like, but there's something about really looking at this from a different perspective here. It's not really just taking everything at face value as truth, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes here, I feel. This is kind of a hard one. This is a hard one, Sag. I'm actually going to get a different deck here, a smaller deck, to clarify. I'm going to get one. I'm going to actually do something different for you guys. Hopefully this doesn't get too long, but I'm going to pull one card for each, just because this is kind of a weird reading here. So one for the Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords. So it's like someone was feeling very stuck in regards to something, but finally it's like there's finally movement, like getting unstuck here. Four of Cups, Temperance. There's something about patience here. Wheel of Fortune. Something finally happens. So I mean, obviously this is probably you, Sag. It's your reading, but I feel like you felt stuck and stagnant, and really like putting the energy out there and trying to align with something to move things forward. And I do feel there was a lot of like kind of like this poor me, like it's not working out for me. So that could be you, but there's this essence of like just patience, like something's about to, whenever you're reading this, if it hasn't happened yet, I feel like the Temperance is saying, like the divine is kind of like, you know, patience, grasshopper, like something is literally going to happen in February that's really going to start moving the wheel, where you finally, something starts moving, and justice here. This is some sort of karmic shift. And maybe you felt stuck in certain aspects of your life that like you felt very karmic, like I can't find a good relationship. I want to find the right person, and I just am stuck in all these same sorts of people. There's just some sort of shift happening for you. Let's see, what's the Hermit? Finally getting some clarity. Getting some clarity about stuff, because look at this Eight of Swords. No clarity, right? Feeling very, I don't know, I can't see past this situation. I'm in my head. I don't see a solution. I don't see a way out. And then wham, like the Hermit. So you've been really doing some internal, this has been there's been a period you've been in like a hermit mode, hermit period. And that was a reason, like you had to go through this. Maybe you felt a little disconnected or like isolated, like you haven't gone out or hung out with a lot of people, but you were in hermit mode. And this was really about spiritually increasing your vibration here And all of a sudden, like, clarity comes. February is going to be a big month of clarity for everyone, especially now that Neptune has moved into Aries as of the end of January. Queen of Cups, Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're really finally feeling it. That something, a chapter is really ending. You've been carrying a lot, and it's been a heavy period. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Ten of Cups. So things are really coming in. They're starting to turn around. So what's interesting is I'm going to still stick with, for some of you where the prior story of the two people kind of having some hostilities, I think still applies for those of you where it resonates. For some of you, I think this is just you really elevating up, like from an emotional level and a physical level. Queen of Pentacles, like you're really grounding in, really finding more stable ground in your life and feeling like, oh, I'm finally moving to places in certain areas of my life that I've really wanted, and it's like really fulfilling for me now. I'm just feeling a lot of good stuff happening for myself. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. Wow, big new beginning from a emotional standpoint. A lot of things that are going to be really fulfilling for you. There's definitely offers here. Emperor for the Knight of Cups. So yeah, you could have your Emperor coming in. Someone who's kind of a divine counterpart here, soulmate level. Opportunity for love. And then High Priestess, Page of Wands. Really getting inspired, new ideas coming in, feeling a lot of new, fresh energy. Like it's like new passion coming in. And this is all coming because you're finally in alignment. You've really found some alignment with your higher self here in the universe. And now all of a sudden things are just coming in. Messages are coming in. Synchronicities, new ideas. And you're really going to start acting on these. All right, Sag. This is an exciting month for you. You're going to be a moving and a shaking fast. So if you haven't for some time, get ready, right? Get ready because you're getting out of hermit mode here. All right, thank you for joining in. Don't forget to be a part of the Lyran Soul Tribe by subscribing, joining the club, hit that bell to make sure you get all the future videos that come out. And thank you all for joining and supporting me and my content. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.